Lizzie Anjorin speaks on her feud with Iyabo Ojo. Nollywood actress and entrepreneur Lizzie Anjorin has finally spoken as regards her ongoing feud with her colleague, actress Iyabo Ojo, while speaking with media personality Chude Jidonwo. She avoided directly calling Iyabo's name, but offered insight into her perspective on the situation between them and anyone else having issues with her. When asked about their long-standing beef, this is what she had to say.
One thing about me is that I'm a business tycoon. I'm an actress.
Right.
You see, I don't take things serious.
Right. So once you said it, it's gone.
It's gone. Anything that doesn't bring money, I don't invest my time.
Yeah.
When you come, you give, for every bass, there must be boss.
Right.
My boss might be more harsh.
Right. Because it's boss.
It's boss. She understand? That's why I don't go for people.
Right. So it's when they come for you.
You understand? It's not easy to survive in this country. So if you say, okay, Lizzie is having issue with people, do they do business? Are they in the same business with me?
You.
So they are the troublemaker. It's not me.
Right.
They should go and get a job too. When they get jobs, they will know how hard, to propel and to succeed in business. Sure, you understand? Before you could say, Lizzie is fighting this person, the person must be a business person.
This is also coming after Iyabo Ojo called out Lizzie Anjorin on social media for cyber stalking. In a strongly worded post, Iyabo Ojo wrote, and I quote, "Public announcements to the general public, Nigerian authorities and government. I am compelled to expose a disturbing pattern of harassment by Liz Anjorin. Despite our ongoing court case, she continues to target my loved ones, hurting, curses, threats, and defamation on them from her social media space. I urge the authorities to take note of this announcement. Liz Anjorin, I am warning you for the last time," end quote. Wow. What's going on?
So they have always had this back and forth, and the Yoruba movie industry is known for that, how notorious they can be when they fight
How messy
dirty like this. And I think that she did not mention that name. Perhaps she got a warning, because there are some times that, when they report you to the police, I'm just saying, like you can have like some caveat or some stuff right there. So I don't know about that. But if she has gone for an interview and she's saying this, I don't think that she said anything out of. She said for every glass there must be a boss. In fact, I was even out telling J. Paul that my friend in Canada sent me an interview I had with Liz Anjorin years ago that I couldn't even remember. Yes, I know that I've interviewed Liz Anjorin, not even once, you get, but I couldn't, I was fascinated. Like I had to watch myself interview her all over in that video. And it wasn't even TVC that was stamped on it. So I think it had been circulating before my friend, and perhaps maybe they had some stuff to say. And so I went to the comment section, was mad and all of this. Of course, it's Liz Anjorin, and you know that she's always had this thing around her, like she's going to talk back. She goes on her channel and, she gives you, she's always having a response for everything. I don't think that there is anybody that says anything about Liz Anjorin that goes scot-free or something. So herself and Iyabo Ojo, and they're two hot chili pepper. Like, so you can imagine when two people like that collide.
I mean, honestly, I've seen the Yoruba industry back and forth. A lot of things have happened. People have come against each other. They've said things. So I know how messy it gets. Sometimes I say to myself, is it for the game?
I don't think so.
Or is this like pure actual beef?
I think so. I think it's pure actual beef. One time I was very scared for people who work in that sector of industry. I'm like, is this healthy? Is this healthy?
It's toxic.
So it's very toxic. And I think that at some point, some people try to make it right. Like, don't let people start seeing us like this is not anything good and all that. I mean, as she said, I'm going to just say that again. If something is not bringing you money, I think that you shouldn't. So, I mean, all this toxicity, I think that it should just be left there. This is 2025. I think 2025, because I just saw Brain Jotta talking about how Tunde Ednut has helped him so much, and he feels like he should help another person. And one guy who did not have a job started doing became a driver, got himself a car, and then his engine knocked and all that. They got his engine back, they got him an accommodation and all of those things. So I felt like, oh my God, this is such a breath of fresh air. Like, these are the things that we should be doing in 2025, like building one another, helping one another. And if you cannot build another person, I mean, let the person just be in peace, and let all of us just, have that thing of live and let live. I think that is what, I mean, as we grow up.
Yeah.
Thank you indeed. All right, Iniedo is in the news. Iniedo opens up about fertility struggles and surrogacy journey. Nigerian actress Iniedo has shared our deeply personal journey with fertility, revealing that she suffered over 6 miscarriages and underwent several failed IVF procedures before opting for surrogacy. In a candid conversation on the reality TV series Young Famous and African, the 42-year-old film star discussed the challenges she faced in her pursuit of motherhood. She said, "My journey is one I haven't really wanted to talk about because it's personal." She admitted, "I went through surrogacy. I never thought I would be someone who would have fertility issues, but I've had issues carrying pregnancies long term. It looks like it wasn't going to happen the way I wanted it to." Iniedo expressed our determination to become a mother, saying, "I got married at 26 because I thought by 31 I'd be done with childbearing and focusing on my career. But life didn't pan out that way. I've had over 6 miscarriages. It wasn't easy for me, but I tried. I've had IVF. I know what I've dealt with as a woman." While surrogacy was not her initial choice, she ultimately decided to pursue it in 2023 to fulfill a dream of motherhood. Despite the decision being difficult and personal, she emphasized that it was a path she felt she had to take.
Well, I love the fact that she came out to say this. But yeah, I was pregnant with twins last year, but no, that's a different news. Oh yeah, great. So I mean, I love the fact that she came out to say this, on TV. A lot of people go through things like this, but they keep it in. They don't say anything, and then as a celebrity, as somebody out there, and a lot of people go through these issues. A lot of people have also come against her. They've said so many things when she posted, "Is this your actual child?" and all that. So she's come out to clear the air and make everybody realize, I did surrogacy. It's 2025. Surrogacy is a thing. IVF is a thing. People can actually do these things now and, have babies. So I'm happy that she came out to say this, to clear the air as well, and, let everybody know that this is what she did, and she's happy with it, and she's happy with her child. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know that it is 2025, but the thing is that some people are still way back, they still have this school of thought, or they are from the school of thoughts that you should always just give birth naturally. As you have some people too, even if their wife is pregnant and is dying, they will say you just have to give birth like a Hebrew woman. They want you to not go the CS, route and all of this. And it is the same thing. Some people are still thinking that once you do surrogacy or you have IVF, they don't feel like it is a real baby that you're having. But the world has moved past that, and even the holy book, the good book, even talked about God does not even want barrenness, that there will not be any barrenness in the land. So I mean, why would we not embrace science if it has brought things? Because I believe that a lot of people died barren way back. If you so desire the joys of motherhood, why don't you just look for a way to do that and make sure that even if you want to adopt, make it legal, go to the right quarters and get it done.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's it with the entertainment news for now. We'll go on a short break and we'll be right back. All right, so let's continue on the news. I was pregnant with twins last year, but had a miscarriage. Annie Idibia. Nigerian socialite and actress Annie Idibia, wife of Nigerian music icon Tubaba, has shared a deeply emotional revelation about a miscarriage she suffered while pregnant with twins last year. In a recent episode of the reality TV series Young Famous and African, the 40-year-old actress and entrepreneur opened up about the personal loss, admitting that despite already having 2 children, the experience was still incredibly difficult for her. Annie explained that she found it hard to talk about the miscarriage as she wasn't comfortable sharing such a painful experience with others. She mentioned that only her husband, Baba Innocent Idibia, and her mother were aware of what had happened. She says, and I quote, "The whole of last year, even in the group, I was not coming out enough. I was pregnant with twins but had a miscarriage," she shared. "I wish I had someone in this group to tell me I'm pregnant. I would be having a baby, and then we lost it. It was hard. I was not even sure if I could even share this with any of my friends." Annie, who had been a part of Young, Famous and African reality show since its first season, also reflected on the challenges of coping with such a loss while maintaining a public image. Meanwhile, social media influencer Laura Ikeji Kanu has come to Annie's defense and criticism she faced online after her appearance on the reality show. In a heartfelt plea, Laura urged Annie's friends and acquaintances not to join in the negative commentary, especially from people who have never met her. She says, and I quote, "Reality shows will mess with your head, so if you have known her before the show, continue to show her love," Laura advised. "Let people who haven't encountered her judge from the show. But you have met her, she's your girl. Maintain that positive energy. Do not join the negative conversation," end quote. Annie's daughter Isabel also expressed concerns over the portrayal of her parents in the show, claiming they were wrongfully portrayed.
I mean, when you are into reality shows, you should know what to expect. I don't think that it should be a shock or it should be something disheartening for people in that family, in the sense that you already know. We all watch BB Niger. We all watch other reality shows. In fact, it's had its first season. It's had different episodes. And so one should expect this. There are so many times that people go into these reality shows, and so they come back to tell you that, you know, they don't show you everything. It's 24 hours a day, and they just focus on whatever thing they just want to show you and all of those things. So it is no longer news. So if I woke up this morning and I said, you know what, I've decided to join a reality show, I should know some of the things to expect. Do you understand? Like, they want to sell, and they're going to sell because look at this information. We've never even heard it before, that you were pregnant with twins and you had a miscarriage, and you're giving it to us hot and fresh right there. People will be tuning. Those are the things that they want to, because of course they have put in money, they have invested, and they want people to watch. And well, that is even the essence of it, because you're bringing the tea and we're there, you know, munching our popcorn, having our drinks, and then we just want to hear all of this. And I got on TikTok and I saw a lot of reactions, truly, especially about Annie. Some people were talking about how Baba did not represent her well. You know, people just kept, and that thing that she had with what's her name? One of the cast right there. The baby mama
For
of
Diamond Platinums,
Diamond Platinums, and when Diamond Platinums, and when that one was saying that, when she was saying that you're dating somebody that's you're older than Abi, something like that, and she was like, "Oh, you that your husband is almost 50 and he's busy sleeping around and all that." I cringed. I felt.
So, I mean...
But they're doing it to each other. So, I don't know.
So, reality show, when you go for it, like you said, you know what you sign up for. People watch these shows because they want to be entertained. So, you need all the elements that get you entertained. So, there's spices of violence, there's emotional blackmail, there's everything, anger, love, everything that will make people talk. So these are what the producers most of the time want to see on the show. So everybody is assigned a role to play. So you see that in this season there's a villain, this person is the villain, that person is the villain. Remember the show with Timini and Ebuka? They made Timini the villain in that show. But it's a role that you have to take on, and you have to see to the end of the show until you're out of that show. So, and you also have to defend yourself. Like I said to people, I said, if you focus on the negative, you will never see the positive. A lot of people will come out to talk. They will say so much on social media, but you already know what you're there for. So you have to be able to separate reality from what is not. But yeah, we're enjoying the show, apparently.
Interesting stuff. All right, and that's all we can take on entertainment news today. We'll be back with Social View after this time out.
What is your name again?
My name's Kabiru Elese Ajanle Kukusa.
How long have you been driving?
Oh, very long, sir. If I do to say so by myself, I first of all to drive bread motor. That's when I'm working in bakery. I drive that for 2 years. Then I proceed to drive for Kabu Kabu for 1.5 years. After which I go to start to drive downfall for 6 months. I didn't do that downfall for long because it had risks. It put my life at risk.
Have you ever had an accident before?
I never walk in the day that the land and the road is always up. That has to say I'm a very responsible person. Forget when I'm doing homies. I know myself. Even when I'm driving downfall, I normally do what do I tell you this? I did not batch anybody. I never scratch my downfall. Sir, I don't believe a trial will confess you. Please, sir, just give me a chance.
Wow. I wonder what I would have done in that case. Interviewing Bimbo. But Bimbo is so hilarious. Remy, I don't know how he kept a straight face, but that was
It's true. Bimbo brings different characters.
Yes,
like,
definitely.
every time.
Definitely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Social View, where we're going to delve into the world of social media, which is loaded with every kind of wit and nastiness you can imagine. Let's go straight into it. Honeypot, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's check out the first one. It says, you broke up with a guy in your street, then date another one in your street, and you say you have moved on. My sister, you are just moving around.
Which
Or
one?
did I say I?
I don't get it.
She's moving around now.
Hey, so that the person is on your street, does it now
Why
mean...
will you date somebody on the same street with your ex?
I don't know. I don't know how people do it, but I've heard of a woman who does not have shame. She was married to somebody on a street, and when she divorced that person, or it's not even proper divorce, all these yasikira, this thing. She moved right into the house opposite them, and she started having children for another man.
You say that this yasikira.
These people they don't. Some of these people, they don't have shame.
They know they go cut. They just move on. All right, let's move on to the next one. Next one says, instead of writing knowledge as knowledge, N-O-L-E-J, they decided to write waste letters and make life difficult for us. Someone replies
There are
and
so
says,
many words like that.
Someone replies and says, what even annoys me most is the word Q. Just wondering what the rest of the letters are doing after Q.
It's true. There are so many psychology, and then you're wondering how did they have P there? There are so many words. Like you'll be like, why? Why are you confusing us? Why exactly?
Because Q is just Q. What's the remaining doing behind?
You should just have written the Q and let us know.
All right, let's check out the next one. Flawless says on X, he says, why do they spray water on international flights on arrival? Soft Season replies and says, to thank God for Johnny Mercy. What a mighty God we serve.
That's like J. Paul.
No, it's OJ. It's OJ that does this one.
No, I mean, very cheesy
What
and does
a
not make
mighty
sense. Like, both of them, they do it. So even J. Paul has started doing it. You know that OJ will not give you pictures for a very long time. One day he'll just wake up and decide that he wants to. Do you know that this can be his caption? I'm not even joking. Are you familiar with this caption?
That's
and
why
guess
they
what?
said if you
J. Paul too woke up
dating
this year.
somebody, don't date the same
J.
people
Paul
on the same
woke up.
street.
J.
Because you
Paul
went from me to OJ now.
J. Paul woke up this year and felt like he wants to be behaving like that. So you just read the caption and be like, what is this?
It's because you are dating men from the same street.
Are you porous? Kai.
Let's move on to the next one. Next one says, once it dry, we paint the city red. I know they do gra gra. Ashiri no says, I hope you know money laundering is a crime. It's not this type of laundering now. What are you talking about?
Okay, so can we make this look like the people that had 30 December and they are saying that January is too long?
But do you know, anytime you see money in your pocket, how do you feel when you're...
Yeah, when you watch, like, yeah.
And you always see that money when...
And guess what? Late last year, I saw a lot of money. In fact, there was one jacket I had in the house. I did not know that I kept like mint 5,000 inside. I totally forgotten and I saw it. And another day, I was just checking. Maybe I wanted to wear some clothes and this, and then I went into the pockets and then I found 500 naira there. And I was just finding money like that. I'm like, please, as I'm finding naira, please let me just have $1 that I've forgotten
So you're
somewhere, like $100.
You're part of
or
the people
more.
that are doing money laundering.
But wait, why is it that I was mindful of dollars, but I was not mindful of... I will be on top of the world.
All right, let's check out this one. I think is the last one for today. It says, please keep voice message short. It's a voice note, not a podcast. How will you be sending voice note of 2 minutes, 3 minutes? What are you saying?
But you know, some people cannot talk in few minutes. They have to express everything on their mind. There are people like that. You can't just say, oh, we've given you. I've emceed events before that it was almost looking like, you know, when the organizers already told you that everybody has 5 minutes or something of that sort to talk. And then you're quickening this person like, oh, please, sir, like you have to. And then you are going to give them, you tear one small paper and you give them, you have. And then they look at it and then they put it aside and they now start again. Like they just start it. And you're wondering, why can you not just be demure?
A full song that an artist sings is like 4 minutes, sometimes 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
So listening to voice note of 4 minutes, why?
But not like Fela's song, Sha, because instrumental of Fela's songs, you have to dedicate a segment to it. You cannot just say that today we are playing Abami Edaf.
Fela was a different breed. I don't think we'll ever see anybody like that again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap on Social View, but don't go anywhere because what are you watching is coming up next, where we talk about movies, TV shows, and everything binge-worthy. Stay tuned.
Hi. Welcome to my... Oh, finally. Hi, guys. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me...
Nobody asked you. Nobody asked you. Nobody. There is nobody on your life.
Like...
Now me be that one person. I just come out now. Oh. And at the fake account I even use.
Oh.
Nobody has... Don't like... If you want to advertise what you want to advertise. Stop saying everybody has been asking. Nobody asked you.
But a lot of people...
Nobody ask you anything. Promote
guys,
what you want promote. Not guys waiting. Which guy? How many guys? 0. They say guys. Just talk, say you want...
What's my new movie?
If you go naked like this, you know go cast because nobody did this live.
You don't like...
I am so sorry about that. All right, so you know on Tuesdays we take you around the world, and it is now time for What Are You Watching? Are you a movie buff or a binge watcher? This is your moment to shine. Hit us up on our social media to tell us about the movies or TV shows that you have been loving. We are live on X at TVC Connect and at TVC Entertainment on Facebook using the popular hashtag ESplash on TVC. Let's hear from you after this time out, okay?
Welcome back. You know how we do it. On Tuesdays, we talk about everything movies related, and we would love to hear from you as we're ready to read your messages. Feel free to share your favorite movie or TV series with us. Tell us what you enjoyed about it, discuss the actors involved, and don't forget to give us your ratings out of 10.
That's right.
All right, let's get right to it. I'll be on X right now, and on X, Aloma says, watched Time Bandits TV series, a fantasy story of a young boy named Kelvin who joins a group of thieves known as Time Bandits as they travel through time and space. The show features a talented cast including Lisa Kudrow, Kal El Talk, and Taika Waititi. Would rate 8/10. I love it. I love it, Aloma. Well done. Well put together. He gave us the TV
I
series,
love it, right?
the names of the actors, the synopsis about it. I love it. Well done. 8/10. I'll definitely look out for that. Let's move on. Tommy, your G. Tomiwa says, Shalewa Ashafa. Wait, you did not tell me the name of this movie. Okay. So he gave us 2 messages. Let me read the first message.
Okay.
He says, I watched Pink Butterfly, a notorious cyber fraudster who tops the most wanted list, has to be taken by cybercrime officer, of which she has to disguise as an influencer. Pink Butterfly catch his attention because of his promiscuity while avoiding being exposed. Actors include Shaliwa Ashafa, Gregory Ojefua, Tope Tedela, Tina Mba, Charles Bond, Baj Adebule, amongst others. It was a nice movie, but looks like it was Hollywood-oriented. I would rate it a 7/10.
But if it is Hollywood-oriented, I don't think it's bad because, I mean, some people will leave Nollywood to watch Hollywood.
No, I think...
Or people just like it when it's Nollywood, let it be Nollywood.
So I understand what he means by Hollywood-oriented.
Like action or something.
The story is... It feels like it's Hollywood rather than Nigeria, right? Now, so a lot of times when you watch movies, sometimes YouTube movies and the rest, you realize that some stories, you must have seen it in
somewhere.
A Hollywood setting.
Oh my God!
Exactly.
Was that what was happening to Omonioboli lately?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Because the rate at which they churn out movies on YouTube, you would think that sometimes maybe they just wake up and be like, I need to buy a property in so place today. What can I do? Oh yeah, let's just quickly cook something together.
So,
and then
what have you watched, honey?
I've watched so many things lately. I don't know. I've not talked about Virgin River. Virgin River, yes, is one series I've been watching since it started. Somebody suggested it to me, and the person has done well by suggesting it to me. So Virgin River is actually like a community, is an island, and everybody knows everybody right there. So, Virgin River is that series that once it comes out, I want to just have an update. And they release, it's sometimes always just so short, like, why would you do this? So they released one season in December, and I've watched everything. It's so interesting. I love it. I said it before, I watched Lisha B, The Uprising, the second part of it.
I haven't finished.
I watched it.
I don't know. I just haven't finished it.
So I've just been watching so many things. In fact, I've been watching old movies too, like The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, you went back to watch that?
Yeah, and it's so interesting. I love it.
The movie I just saw is back in action. It's a new movie starring Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz. Why I watched that movie? Because I know that was the movie that Jamie Foxx was on set of before he had the incident that he had, which almost claimed his life. But yeah, interesting movie. I love it. I love the drama. Although I felt like it was a bit too Netflix standard, not Hollywood standard.
In fact, the way you people just measure stuff these days, it's such an interesting one. All right, and I guess that's all for What Are You Watching? Coming up next, we've got Movies, Other Movies, your weekly guide to what's hot in the cinemas. Don't go anywhere, just stay here with us.